the 2014 edition of Bravescast. We have an informative and interesting show for you today covering the student life of Bremen High School.
So let's get started with our first story.
We're young, we're smart, and the opportunities to be whatever we want seem endless. Seniors of the 2015 class have already started preparing for the long road ahead of them, college. This year, counselors have started the very first for Bremen, the Illinois College Application Month campaign. In the past month of October, counselors have called down senior English classes to the IMC to start filling out college applications. This way, it sets seniors' minds on the track of college to start and finish applications. Counselors have also started calling down seniors to PPS to start talking about their choices and plans for college.
In other news, on October 20th, 2014, 9 of our own Bremen seniors were invited to salute the Academy Achievement event sponsored by the University of Illinois. These 9 were recognized by being unrepresented minority of students across the state of Illinois who have received a 24 or above in the ACT and also ranked top 25 in the percentile of their senior class. These well-known students are Ashley Cole, Veronica Garcia, Richard Gutierrez, Carlos Lopez, Ben McClurkin, Alejandro Munoz, Abraham Ramirez, Desiree Sosa, and Pablo Villara. The seniors were escorted to the event by counselors Mrs. Bonbrake and Mrs. Runch. As Dr. Esther from the university said, today is both celebration of your accomplishment in the high school and a look ahead to your future. The University of Illinois stands ready to help you as you weigh the next big step in your life, college. Way to go, seniors.
Speaking of seniors, for this year's class of seniors, getting into college can seem stressful. But after deciding where to go and getting into the college of your dreams, the stress doesn't slow down. Now, paying for college is the next biggest task. Author Ben Kaplan has solutions. Ben has started a website for scholarships to help pay for college. There are a variety of different scholarships to choose from. Kaplan says he found it most easy to apply for scholarships that were worth a couple $100s, considering not a lot of people enter them. For more information about these scholarships and other options, visit www.cityofdreams.org.
And with college in the future, some teachers have started to help. At the beginning of the school year, our very own Mrs. Stevens started a new way of learning in his science classes. Mrs. Stevens teaches about different learning styles and types of intelligence through his teaching methods. During his lesson of preciseness, which involves waves of muscular relaxation and contrast, students were asked out to act out this process. However, the lesson wasn't to focus mostly on preciseness, but fact to show the different methods of kinesthetic learning. Mrs. Stevens said the hands-on lesson turned out to be quite fun and got the point across quickly. Since the students could envision the process, for more information about Mr. Stevens' methods, email him at tstevens@bhsd228.com.
With other learning tips for seniors, college seems like it's right around the corner, with choosing where to apply, scholarships, and even the much-dreaded college application essays. But fear not, my fellow Braves. Here are some quick tips on what to do about these essays. When writing the essay, work with what you know. Writing off of what you know and love can really get the essay flowing. Some people have found it helpful to keep a journal. Writing down notes about experiences and other things can come in handy when you go to write the essay. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask your English teacher or meet with the English doctor in your study hall or connection period. Every amount of help matters.
In other news, in June of 2014, Mrs. Pomeroy, known as beloved for being a PE and health teacher and also coaching various sports, retired at a recent homecoming assembly held September 12th. Mrs. Pomeroy and her family came back with a very generous donation, a new scoreboard for the main gym. And in an interview with Mrs. Pomeroy, she was asked in the complete sentence, if I've learned one thing in life, what is it? Her response was, love what you are doing and be the best you can be. Thank you, Mrs. Pomeroy, for your time and your years of wisdom.
And in other news, college proofing your social media has become a big issue. When preparing for college, you don't want to think of college as going through your embarrassing Facebook statuses or the tweets you thought were funny at one point, but now not so much. But don't worry, there's still time to change that with these few tips. Take responsibility. If you know you shouldn't post something, then don't go ahead and post it anyways. Google is your friend. Take the time to Google yourself and see what comes up. If you find something about yourself non-college worthy, then take the time to update it and use it to your advantage. And lastly, don't freak out. It's okay to have fun on social media with your friends. You're expressing yourself and you should continue to do so. I've talked to senior Lokila Stewart on what she does with her social media.
Yes, at college, proof my social media. I make sure I say appropriate things.
In other student life news, well-known teacher Mr. Vivian has started bringing guest speakers to come and to show his seniors that there are more aspects in the world than what you reach above any limit. Mr. Vivian has brought in nurses, doctors, policemen, and cosmetologists, but says his plan on bringing others in from different career paths. Let's see what Mr. Vivian had to say about this. Mr. Vivian is also glad to know these different people in different fields to show students that there is much more in life than you think.
We all know students love social media, so why not make it more school useful? That's right, our very own Bremen High School has started its own Twitter account. With keeping updates on school activities, sports, and other information about our peers. Bremen also posts photos for other useful information on everything BHS. To follow and to keep updated on all things Bremen, go to www.twitter.com/BremenNation.
Also happening at Bremen, teacher Mrs. Swanson has challenged her students to rethink their drink when she educated them on the content of sugar in their favorite drinks. On November 6, 2014, students looked at nutrition labels to measure in teaspoons of sugar and calculate the calories in their beverage. And with the outcome, students were shocked to see just how many calories and the amount of sugar are in their drinks. Students then calculated how much water they should drink a day. Mrs. Swanson challenged them to do so. As a result, students found they slept better, felt better, and were more focused throughout the day. For more information on Rethink Your Drink, contact Mrs. Swanson at jswanson@bhsd228.com.
Well, that's all the time we have for this month. Make sure you check us out online at www.bdtv228.net for additional content.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel, our research on television. Finally, don't forget to like us on Facebook for Bailey. I'm Tim. We'll see you next month. You can read. No, you can't read.
Some people are not readers.
You make me nervous.
Tim, you can't read.